We got a tragic scene where we got a father ends up shooting his wife, and then he kills 8 children, 7 of his own kids, and I believe 1 cousin. We're going to go.
Now to some heartbreaking news. Our nation saw its deadliest mass shooting in years when a Louisiana man shot and killed 8 children this morning. Tonight, we're learning more about that gunman, Shamar Elkins, who was the father of 7 of those 8 slain children. Tonight, the community of Shreveport has been left shattered. The children, 3 boys and 5 girls, ranging in age from 3 to 11.
Police say the crime scene spans 2 houses. It ended when officers opened fire on the gunman during a police chase. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam is live now with new details tonight. Tim?
Liz, Jory, we now know the names of the 8 kids shot and killed, and we're also learning that the shooter had ties to the military and was known to police. This is a Facebook image of the Louisiana man law enforcement believe is a cold-blooded killer. Shreveport police identifying him as Shamari Elkins, the alleged gunman who shot and killed 8 kids. At least 7 of them were his own flesh and blood. The coroner released their names, a total of 7 siblings and a cousin ranging in age from 3 to 11. Jayla, Shayla, Kayla, Layla, Markaden, Soraya, Kedarian, and Braylon. Neighbors mourn their deaths at the crime scene.
This is not a freaking joke. This is real, and this is the result when someone snaps.
Police are still trying to determine what motivated the shooting. The attack began before sunrise when police say the suspect shot a woman at one home and then drove to another house to unleash more violence.
The gray house is the house in which 7 children were located inside that were deceased. There was an additional deceased child that looked like he had tried to escape the residence out the back on the roof.
Officers say
you have to be one cold-hearted son of a bee to kill 8 children and then try to kill your wife too. Yes, I want to hear about what made him snap. What was he going through? But at the end of the day, we know where he needs to go.
The second woman was shot and is believed to be the mother of the suspect's children. Both women are now in the hospital in critical condition.
2?
Officers fired at the suspect during a chase after he carjacked the vehicle at gunpoint. ABC News reporting the 31-year-old joined the Louisiana National Guard in 2013 and served 7 years without being deployed. The shooting took place in House Speaker Mike Johnson's district. He offered thoughts and prayers to the family.
Now, let's keep going.
Shooting impacting people beyond Louisiana. The mayor of Shreveport highlighting that in his statement that reads in part, "Tragedy like this does not belong to one family alone. It belongs to all of us. Today, our community is grieving the unimaginable loss of innocent children. There are no words that can make sense of it and no distance that shields us from it."
All we want to do is protect the children. But then you have people who would hurt their own children. The world is crazy.
Got this evil out of our nation, out of our parish, out of our city, out of our lives, God. We know mental illness is real, God.
This attack considered one of the deadliest mass shootings in Louisiana. The community asking for prayers.
This community needs you. I need you. Because how do we get through this?
Absolutely sickening. Let's get over into these more videos just to see if it tells us more details about this whole thing.
8 children were killed in Louisiana over the weekend. And officials say the gunman was father to 7 of them. Shreveport police say Shamar Elkins shot his 7 children and one of their cousins inside his home on Sunday. Investigators say the shootings were carried out execution style, but some of the children tried to make a run for it.
So actually this house right here that you see behind us, there's a window right above the garage. They actually climbed out of that window, we believe, and unfortunately one of the children was actually located deceased on the roof. So we are working to determine, we do believe that he shot the child while the child was on the roof trying to get away. 2
children reportedly did make it out of the house. One of them ran to a neighbor to call 911. Cops say Elkins also shot 2 women who were reportedly the mothers of his children. Police say they later shot and killed Elkins after he carjacked a vehicle and tried to escape. The investigation is ongoing as a community mourns a devastating loss.
He has brought everybody together, dear Lord.
This is a developing story. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm...
There are some demons who walk among us. Let's keep going.
Just 10 days ago, we stood as a community to announce the opening of the Caddo Sheriff's Office Domestic Violence Unit. That announcement was a step forward in protecting victims and supporting families and strengthening our response to domestic violence. I don't believe any of us could have imagined that only days later, our community would be shaken by the most heartbreaking tragedies that we have ever witnessed. 8 innocent children losing their lives as a result of domestic violence. There are no words that can fully capture the depth of this loss. No words that can ease the pain of the families who are grieving. No words that can explain the weight of 8 young lives taken far too soon. To the families affected, our hearts are with you, our prayers are with you, and our commitment to you is unwavering.
That I want you to understand that domestic violence is nobody's joke. It is real, and these are the residual effects of what happens if we're not paying attention. And it is a concerted, collaborative effort for us all to make, and you have to be intentional about that, because we are faced with a devastating tragedy in this city at this point in time. And we don't have all of the answers, but you can rest assured that the work that we started will continue, and we will fight this on behalf of this family. But right now, I am asking all of you to keep them lifted, and pray for them like you've never prayed before. This is what I'm asking of you from them.
Now, I wonder if the father had a history of domestic violence. Because if he did and it could have been prevented, that's saying a lot. Let's keep going into it, though.
Anna combing over a crime scene after they say a gunman shot and killed 8 children, including 7 of his own, on Sunday. ABC's Armando Garcia reports on one of the deadliest mass shootings in the past 2 years.
A city rattled by the country's latest mass shooting.
Father God, I ask you to bring families together right now.
Shreveport police say 31-year-old Shamar Elkins shot and killed 8 children, including 7 of his own, in a domestic violence incident that spanned across 2 neighboring residences and a 3rd nearby home.
The suspect shot the mother of the children first, then responded to this location and shot 8 children, 7 of which being his own.
Police calling the crime scenes gruesome. The victims, 3 boys and 5 girls, all between the ages of 3 and 11 years old. The mother and another woman who were also shot, now fighting for their lives. Investigators say another child was injured jumping off the roof trying to get away. Authorities say officers fatally shot Elkins after he led them on a police chase.
It's a very hectic scene. There's a lot to investigate, a lot to unpack, and we want to do the best we can to come up with a clear timeline, a clear reasoning, even though cases like this, the reasoning will never be fully understood.
House Speaker Mike Johnson, who represents the district where the shooting happened, offering his prayers in a post on social media, and the community now rallying around the family and lighting candles for the 8 lives lost.
We have to do something to protect our communities. It's as simple as that.
Learned later that I knew one of the children. It really took a toll on me, and I really hate that for the mama, period, and those children.
An Army official telling ABC News that Shamar Elkins had served in the Louisiana Army National Guard for 7 years, left the Army as a private in 2020, and had not been deployed. Armando Garcia, ABC News.
Ain't that one of the first rankings? Let's go over into the AI breakdown just to see if we can get a little bit more information about this. Now, this story is just now starting, so we might not have a lot of information, but we do want to go see what we can find out. So in the tragic shooting that happened in Louisiana on Sunday, April 19th, authorities reported 31-year-old Shamar shot and killed 8 children, 7 of the victims' children, and 7 of the victims were his own children, and 8 was a cousin. As we know, he shot his wife before driving to the second home and shot another woman and the 8 children. All ranged from 3 to 11. A 9th child, a 13-year-old boy, survived by jumping off the roof of the house, though he sustained broken bones. Both women shot also survived but were critically injured. So we know all the names of the children. Jesus. Family members noted that he's a U.S. Army veteran and had been struggling with mental health problems and dark thoughts. Oh, God. It's always mental health problems. Reports from the CBC News indicate that he and his wife were in a process of separating and were due in court the following day. Oh, that shines a little light on everything now. So he had previously convictions in 2019 for illegal use of weapons, which theoretically barred him from owning a gun for 10 years under Louisiana law. Wow. So he was supposed to be in court the next day for separation. Now, could this have been the hammer that drove the nail into the head? Well, could this have been the last nail in the coffin? Was this what drove him to end up killing everyone? And I'm assuming he wanted to go out in a blaze of glory, or how he sees it as glory, but basically being killed by the cops instead of facing the punishment for it. I wonder if he has a history of domestic abuse. A lot more investigation needs to be done about this whole case. But we lost 8 children for, I guess if they want to call it him suffering from mental health, I guess but the world is a crazy place and we got to review this stuff together, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said.